Hello, this is Christelle Martinet here. I've just put up a video on my other channel, and because I woke up early and I felt that there was a message that had to come up with the cards and a specific deck actually, and I did that. But now, right when a subscriber said, "When are you going to scry again?" Well, it has brought me to try to go into more in depth with what I read in those cards. And depth it is. It's all about depth. It is, in that reading, we were to embrace change, or else you'll just be immobile, unhappy. You really need to embrace change. But now I'm looking to see what type of change, and I'm seeing that you need to go more in depth, sort of reaching the core of what you think, of what you say, of what you mean, of what you feel, of what you believe. You know, coming to grips with certain issues that you've probably glossed over. You can't do that anymore. You really need to take a stance. You know, we could say that it's a matter of taking a stance. And it will not change you, essentially, who you are. What it will do is for you to be able, then, you take a stance and you take a perspective, and it gives you a different view on how to understand things around you. And of course, things change every minute, every day. If you move, you know, you stand here, you see something. If you stand here, so you see something. If your eyes close, you imagine something. If they're open, if you're only one eye, you see only half. And so things change. It depends on the context, and the context shifts every second of the day. But when you go into depth for this moment in time, I'm talking about today, November the 2nd, it is sort of what is being asked is for you to, first of all, go deep down and ground yourself again. Feel that, feel the earth under your feet, and look out and say, well, now, isn't this a different perspective? Isn't this something different? You'll be surprised. You'll just be surprised about what occurs to you then when you can, I guess I have to say it's like growing pains. It's growth. It's a growth. And it may not be painful at all, actually. It may be very, very fulfilling, very heartwarming, and extremely illuminating. To tell you the truth, there have been very few days in my life that I was drawn, drawn to go read, drawn to go scry, and today's one of those days, and there must be something here for us all. And the idea of, and the notion of going in depth is a powerful notion, and it's a powerful message as well, because of the change, the idea of change, and how, who's afraid of change? Not me. I'm not afraid of change. But in certain parts of your life, in certain moments of your life, you can't imagine how fearful you are of that. And I guess today is marking a moment when you need to change, a moment when you need to take a decision for yourself. And it's actually a beautiful moment, I have to say. It is one of those gifts that the universe gives you, and they knock on the door. And they wake you up, and they say, well, I think it's time now. What do you say? And if you embrace it, you're on easy street. And if you don't, and you resist it, something will happen to just, immobilize you, or just bring you to your senses. And we know what that's like, twisting your ankle, going in, breaking a leg, and you have to sit there and wallow in your thoughts and things like that. The universe comes along and gives you, makes your takes your nose and puts you into what has to be done and what has to be decided. Now, the interesting part about this today is the depth. It's not a matter of simply choosing or making a decision. It's also a matter of going into depth with that decision and deciding for yourself what you want for yourself, and who you want to share that self with. And I'm not talking about relationships here. No, I'm talking about exchanging views and connecting with people on the workplace, in your environment, with your livelihood, the corner store shopkeeper, connecting, making a very brief, even if it's just a hello, good morning, you make contact with your eyes, and you make contact for just that 1 second, and it's a strong contact, okay, if you want to see it on different levels. But here there's something going to be coming in that's very, very, very important for you. It's very important for your growth. It's important for your happiness as well. I'm seeing that. It's a twofold message. It's twofold message here. The scariness of change is really aided by the depth of the change and by the emergence of such joy having to do with that change. That is what is going to be so rewarding. And there's a certain character, a certain color with the change that's going to be coming in. This is really brilliant light here. It's the nature and the color. What I'm seeing is the color of it. It has a really, really sharp clarity to it. There are no clouds here. It's crystal clear, if I want to use a metaphor. I mean, it's really crystal clear, and differently from past times and past days and past events, when you had to be, when you were in a position of taking a decision, this is putting you at a crossroads, and the decision is very clear and very, very sharply represented to you, and it makes your choice quite easy. And I think what I'm seeing here is just the nostalgia, that eye to the past, just a nostalgia, that nostalgic moment of the past, But I'm talking about today, and I'm talking about the change, and I'm talking about the in-depth nature of the change and the clarity of the change. These ingredients to me spell joy just in itself, and I'm pleased that I'm able to see this. I know that it may not make it easier for us to affect the change and to take that leap, and take that jump. But I think that it's a joyful moment, really. It's a joyful moment. I hope this is of help, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. I'm looking forward to scrying with you again. Bye-bye. Have a good one.